Are you wondering where home prices are heading? Inventory is shifting and interest rates are in play. But today, I will break down to you the data and the numbers for our local area here in San Ramon Valley. So if you are thinking about selling your house, you can make a smart decision. Please make a note that those are the average sale prices in those areas and the average days on the market. Real estate is very, very hyper-local. So if we have two homes in the same city, but they are in two different locations, you probably will find that one house will sell much faster than the other, and that is because where it's located. And stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to show you two examples of that. Two homes that sold for well above the asking price, and you will be able to see why is that. Let's dig into the numbers together. The homes for sale in the East Bay. April brought a major shift in our market. Inventory reached a 6-year high with over 1,000 more homes for sale than the same time last year. With more homes available, prices followed the classic rule of supply and demand. The median price dropped by over $30,000 compared to last year. Homes spent an average of 21 days on the market, up from 18 days last year. But here is something important to keep in mind. These numbers are averages. There were homes that sold much faster and for much more money, and that's not by luck. Those homes were priced right and presented well from day one. I'll show you a real example of how the right strategy made all the difference. Let's look at the numbers and the data for the Tri-Valley area. Let's start in the Tri-Valley. Inventory surged. Dublin, Livermore, and Pleasanton all saw listings more than doubled. San Ramon nearly tripled, reaching 78 active listings. We can see in Alamo, prices have dropped slightly in Alamo. April last year was $2,845,000. April of 2025 it was $2,325,000. Danville homes prices April of last year were at $2,200,000. This year they increased by 4%, went up to $2,285,000. Dublin last year was $1,710,000. This year they went slightly down at $1,450,000. Livermore last year was at 1.3. This year they stayed about the same. Pleasanton last year was at $1,980,000. This year they went down slightly. San Ramon last year was at $2 million. This year, April of 2025, they went down slightly to $1,890,000. Now, let's look at the number of the homes that were sold in the Tri-Valley area. The number of homes sold in the Tri-Valley area were slightly down almost everywhere. Now, let's look at the data and the numbers in the Lamorinda area. Over in Lamorinda, Moraga and Orinda both saw their housing inventory more than double. In Lafayette, last year, they had 34 homes for sale. This year, they had 49 homes for sale. Moraga last year had 9 homes for sale. This year, they had 23 homes for sale. Orinda, last year, they had 26 homes for sale. This year, they had 54 homes available for sale. Let's look at the sale prices in the Lamorinda area. Sale prices went slightly down in Lafayette and Moraga. Sales prices went up 4%. In Orinda, they went up 13%. And when we look at the numbers of homes that were sold in the Lamorinda area, we can see that sales were down. Now, let's look over at the data and the numbers for the Central Contra Costa County. In Central Contra Costa County, Concord and Pleasant Hill experienced large increases in listings. Pleasant Hill had 22 homes for sale last year. This year, they had 32 homes available for sale. Walnut Creek, last year, they had 47 homes available for sale. This year, they had 61 homes available for sale. The sales prices in Central Contra Costa County, in Pleasant Hill, they went slightly down by 3%. And in Walnut Creek, they went slightly down by 5%. The number of homes sold in Central Contra Costa County, we can see in Pleasant Hill, they stayed the same, 29 last year and 29 April of 2025. And in Walnut Creek, last year, they sold 32 homes, and this year, 2025, they sold 38 homes. I would like to bring to your attention that if you owned your house just for the last 5 to 7 years, I am sure that you have plenty of equity in your home because during COVID years, prices of homes surged sky high. They went up 40% almost everywhere. And now I would like to show you two homes in today's market that have closed for more than the asking price. 151 Bola Avenue in Alamo. The asking price was $1,998,000. It sold in 6 days for $2,410,000. It's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2,056 square feet. The lot size is 21,875 and it was built 1956. And from the tour of this house, you can see why the house sold for that much more money because it looked spectacular and it was priced really, really well. Now, my next example is a house in Walnut Creek. And from the tour of this house, you can see why this house sold above asking. 1834 Sobrante Court in Walnut Creek. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2,370 square feet. The lot size is 7,500 square feet, and it was built in 1980. The asking price was $1,875,000, and it sold for the great price of $1,895,000. And again, why did it sell for well above asking? Because it was priced really well and it looked spectacular. In real estate, when thinking of selling your home, you want to make sure you have excellent communication with your realtor and as much information as you can get about your local market. My name is Heba Rayyan. I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker in Danville in the East Bay, and I was a previous real estate appraiser. If you'd like my opinion of the value of your home, please feel free to contact me. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful.